Hi, everybody. I haven't gone live here. Sorry, I forgot to turn on my light. I haven't gone live in a couple of days. We've been pretty busy on the road for the holidays, as I'm sure some of you have as well. And I apologize. I haven't been on here as much as I would have liked. That just happens sometimes. So I had a question that some of my regulars actually asked me this morning, and it's something that I don't think you can hear enough of. So I wanted to share it with you tonight in hopes of helping you in your journey. Hey, Scott, y'all say hi. Hey, Alma. It's good to hear y'all and see you. I guess I'm not really hearing you, but you know what I mean. Anyway, so keep it simple, right? So my methodology for food is not to deprive myself of anything in particular. It is not to go on some really crazy diet. I don't drink shakes for every single meal or anything like that. I don't take some magic pill every day. And yet I have somehow managed to keep off the weight for over 8.5 years. So my solution to that problem of the forever gain and lose, gain and lose, gain and lose is a couple of things. First and foremost, staying active and, of course, keeping muscle on my body. One thing that a lot of people do not know, you've always been told that muscle is heavier than fat, and it's just not true. 5 pounds is always going to be 5 pounds, whether it's feathers, marbles, fat, or muscle. Okay, but what you do need to know is that muscle is smaller in size than fat. So if you have 5 pounds of muscle that you have replaced 5 pounds of fat with, you're going to be smaller in size because those muscles take up a lot less space than that fat does. Okay, so keeping your body strong, lifting weights specifically, doing a lot of body weight strength exercises, those are all going to put on muscle, which is in turn going to make you smaller because you have more muscle. And two, it burns more calories per pound. A pound of muscle burns more calories per pound than a pound of fat. Okay, so those things are really going to help you just by putting on muscle. It's one of the reasons I like lifting weights so much. Plus, I really love the definition I get in my arms when I lift weights. Yes, I'm just a just a little bit. I won't even fill in the word. You know what I mean. I like having nice shoulders. Anyway, and I don't like it when my son comes around and messes with me and says, "You're squishy." And I'm like, "No, I'm not." So, number two, the big thing that I really do to keep myself in shape, which is really just about food, is quite literally I just read labels, y'all. If I can't pronounce it, I probably am not going to eat it. If it's got a list that's like 40, 50 ingredients on it, and trust me, if you start looking at labels, you will find that there are pretty much everything out there. You have to look really hard. It's going to have tons of ingredients. They're not good for you, okay? They are not good for you. And if you can't pronounce it, it probably ought not to go in your body because it's probably some kind of a chemical compound created in a lab somewhere that God did not make. He did not design for your body to eat and to process. So just walk away from it, okay? There are healthier options out there. And you've heard me say this before, but I'm going to say it again. I love the good, better, best principle, okay? So no, you don't have to drop everything you're eating right now and totally change. That's not sustainable, and most people feel very deprived when they do that. But what you do need to do is start reading those labels and looking for things that have less ingredients. They're made from more cleaner sources, okay? Whether it's organic or more natural, and you have to be very careful. They can put pretty much whatever they want to on the box, if I remember correctly. Don't hold me to that. But you need to look and read, okay? Because I promise you, if you start reading those labels, you're going to find that there's a whole lot of junk in there that you really don't want. And a lot of it causes cancer. And it's proven to cause cancer. And in case you haven't noticed, I don't know about y'all, but I'm 41. I grew up in the 80s and the 90s. And there was not near as much cancer then as there is now. And I fully believe that a lot of that has to do with our food and what we put in our bodies, okay? Um, so keep it simple. Read the labels and keep your labels simple, okay? Make it that simple. And if you don't know what to get, ask me. I promise. I have 3 kids at home. We do not eat perfectly by any stretch, but we eat well and we eat simply. In fact, I actually am going to put a link below for you that is a way you can grab 4 super simple family recipes that your kids are going to love. These are things that my children love, and my children are not super picky, but they do like what they like. And these are 4 different types of style, like Italian, etc., different ones. Meals that you can enjoy that keep the ingredients super simple. I even put some tips and tricks in there for what I like to use, and I'm more than happy to answer your questions on that. But just think about movement, muscle, and reading those labels. Another thing that you should pay attention to, if you can, is how you feel when you eat certain things. Okay, so I've noticed over the past couple of months that eating a lot of bread, a lot of grains, does not set well with my body. Okay, I just feel yucky. Like, I ate a lot of it on Tuesday, and on Wednesday, y'all, my gut just felt terrible, and I was just not happy. And so I made a point today when I was out with my daughter. We went and ran some errands after a staging job, interior design consultation that I did on the side. And we went to Panera. And of course, you know Panera, they're always going to include a big piece of bread on your plate. And I even specifically asked them for an apple instead, but I didn't get my apple. I got the bread. And I just told Lily, I said, you can have it if you want it. She ate hers, and we got ready to leave, and I said, do you want it? She's like, no. And I said, okay, sayonara bread, because I just knew I would feel terrible if I ate it. So, you know, celiac runs in my family. I've mentioned that before. So it's something that I'm aware of that could become a problem for me. And if it already makes me feel kind of yucky when I eat it, I'm just not going to eat it. So pay attention to your body. Listen to what it's telling you. So we've got muscle, build muscle, number 1, and movement, right? Number 2, 3, whatever you want to call it, is reading those labels, keeping your food simple, okay? There's plenty of things you can make out there that are very enjoyable, that do not take a lot of time, and you can get cleaner, simpler ingredients for your body to make those recipes, okay? And number 3, 4, listen to your body, okay? I'm going to drop that link below. I hope you, if you're looking for something that will fit your family, that you will go out and grab it. It's just literally 4 of our favorite recipes in our house, and they're just, everybody loves them. It doesn't matter who I make it for, not just my kids. So I hope y'all have had a very Merry Christmas. Thank you for tuning in and listening to me tonight. And I hope I have helped you in some small way. And if there's ever anything I can do for you, just let me know. Leave a message below. Send me a private message. It doesn't have to be right here in the comments. Feel free to reach out. I'm always here. Y'all have a phenomenal evening, and I will talk to you soon.